This was a world where eating a skill fruit granted a person special abilities. However, there was a strict rule: a person could only eat one in their lifetime. If anyone consumed a second fruit, they would die instantly. But Jack broke this rule. His unique ability as a fruit master had a hidden effect: he could eat as many skill fruits as he wanted without dying. And that meant he could continuously gain new abilities, growing stronger without limit. Yet, up until recently, he had no idea. He thought his only power was the ability to ripen fruit faster. So, he planned to start a simple life owning an orchard and making a living by selling fruit. Meanwhile, his childhood friend, who awakened her ability at the same time as him, became a sword saint, a skill so rare that in just 3 months, she had already become one of the continent's strongest adventurers. Jack still remembered their promise to become adventurers together, but when he ate his first skill fruit, all he got was Fruit Master, a skill with absolutely no combat abilities. He wasn't even qualified to become an ordinary adventurer, and since abilities were set in stone once awakened, there was no way to change them. Many people had tried to escape their fate by eating a second skill fruit, but every single one of them died. When Jenny realized Jack couldn't be an adventurer, she was devastated. She even considered abandoning her sword saint skill just to stay by his side and run an orchard together. But when the Holy Maiden heard about this, she was furious. Jenny was forcibly taken away. Her talent was something the kingdom desperately needed. Jack watched Jenny go with a heavy heart. As much as he hated it, he didn't want her to throw away her potential either. Determined to grow stronger, Jack trained his body as hard as he could. But, without a combat skill, it was useless. He couldn't even scratch the surface of a tree stump, let alone chop it down. 3 months passed. Jack had finally come to accept reality. But then, something unexpected happened. That day, Ella suddenly came looking for him. "Dinner's ready," she called out. Ella was an orphan. Not long ago, the village chief had entrusted her to Jack's care, so he had no choice but to take her in. They split the household chores, with Ella handling most of the cooking. But Jack had never taught her about skill fruits. So, completely unaware, she had added one to today's stew. The moment Jack took a bite, his entire body burned with heat. He immediately remembered the warning from the Holy Maiden during their awakening ceremony. Under no circumstances should you ever eat a second skill fruit. But it was too late. He braced himself for death. Yet, nothing happened. Minutes passed, and instead of dying, he felt something strange. A familiar sensation, just like when he received his first skill. At the same time, in the Grand Temple, the Holy Maiden sensed an unusual disturbance. She had never felt anything like this before. Gazing out at the twinkling stars beyond her window, she whispered to herself, "A terrifying skill has awakened."